Hello, everybody. I'm Christoph from Foxton Hypnotherapy, and welcome to my live. Today I would like to help people who are feeling, let's say, stuck in a rut. They've lost their mojo. They don't know where they're going with their lives. They might even be depressed, basically, on that front. So maybe it's a stress, maybe it's too much pressure, and you just feel like you don't know what to do, where to go, um, what's going on. So really, like I said in the title, being stuck in a rut. The thing is, in life, if you excuse my French, shit happens, and you can't always prevent it, no matter how much you're trying to do positive thinking. You can't always control it. But one thing you can do is to change how you think, how you react to things. And that's really where the power lies in how you handle things in life and remains afloat, basically. So basically, I'd like to help you change your internal dialogue, the way you think, by simply focusing on asking yourself the right questions. Now, before I talk about the right question, I would like to talk about one of the very common but bad question we tend to ask ourselves when we're in a bad place. And that question is why? Why? Like Tom Jones will say. Oh, and if you don't know who Tom Jones is, don't worry, it's not unusual. But the main thing here is why is not a useful question to ask yourself if you're stuck, if you're down a hole. Why does nothing done? Why is merely reflective? And the thing as well is your brain is built to answer questions. And why is a dangerous one to ask yourself if you're in a bad place. Let's give you an example. Let's say you're very depressed and you're feeling really bad and you ask yourself, why is it always me? Why am I always going out with the wrong people? Why do I'm always suck at my job? Why is it always bad for me? Blah, 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 blah. What's going to happen? Your brain will give you answers straight away. Now, they might not be true, but it's going to give you answers. Well, you're not that bright, on you. Maybe it's in your genes. Maybe you had bad education. Maybe because you didn't try enough. Maybe it's because you're lazy. Blah, blah, blah. Again, bad answers. To be fair, if you ask yourself the question why in a positive manner, why am I so good? Then your brain will also give you answers. Well, good genes, good education, you're a hard worker, and so on and so on. Thing is, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling down, you're rarely gonna use a question like this. It's always gonna be, why me? Why poor little me? Why am I bad? Why am I in that situation? And again, it does nothing. It's a bit like if you're a first aider, you see someone at the bottom of a ladder unconscious, and you ask yourself, why is that person unconscious at the bottom of this ladder? I wonder. Now it's not the time to ask yourself that. What you want to do is to do something about it. Check for vitals, make sure there's no danger around, and call for help. So in a crisis, in a bad situation, why is not useful? Why will help you in the future to maybe recognize the red flags, the signals to avoid repeating the problem, but it's not a good thing if you want to get out of a problem. Therefore, I like to share with you two simple questions, two magic questions, which I share with all my clients. The first one, or this set of magic questions, is, what do you want? And you may not always have the answer straight away, by the way, but just ask yourself, what do I want? And again, you can be as trivial or as fantastical as you want. It could be, I want a better job. I want to earn more money. I want a better relationship. I want to become a rock star. I want this. I want that. What do you want? Set yourself a goal. And later on, we can even talk about smart goals, but that's for another topic, another time. What do you want? Set yourself a goal. Have a target in mind. Now, you've got to be careful with that question because, funnily enough, a lot of people, when you ask them what they do want, they tell you all the stuff they don't want. And that's why I stop them and tell them, I don't care about that. Because just imagine if you got someone who's depressed, and you tell them, what do you want? And they start telling you, I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to feel like a failure. Just listening to that makes you feel depressed. And I know what they mean, but if instead they say, well, I want to be happy in my life. I want to do better. I want to be in a better situation. I want to earn more money. Just by focusing on the positive, focusing on what you actually do want, then you're going to feel better just by mentioning it, because it does bring in your mind the notion of what you want. And also as well, if you try to think about what you don't want, well, that list is endless. I don't want to be run over by a car. I don't want to be set on fire. I don't want to be a tin miner on Jupiter, and so on and so on. And so ask yourself, what do you want? So that's the first thing. So set your GPS, have that target in mind, and start thinking about it. And again, the answer might not be instant, but it's going to put that seed in your brain. And then what's going to happen? Your reticular activating system in your brain scans around everything around you to see, okay, is there anything that will fit what I want? Is there anything that will fit that goal? Because if you don't have a goal, you don't have anything to scan for. You don't have to look out for opportunities, do you? Because you've got no goal, nowhere to go. You might as well just stay there and do nothing. But if you've got that goal set in mind, that's going to tell your brain, that's what I want. Now work for me. Which then leads to the second question, which is, how do I get it? So what do I want sets your internal GPS. How do I get it, which is here, basically sets the course. It forces your brain to recalculate, how do I get there the easier way or the more efficient way? And again, same thing, the answer might not be instant. Also, it's not always going to be a direct line. But what's going to happen is your brain will start scanning around and saying, oh, how do I get that? Maybe I need new skills. Maybe I need to talk to someone. Maybe I need to borrow something from someone. Maybe I need to have a look on YouTube for a video. Maybe I need to do this, do that. And when you start to think about how do I get it, you focus again on what you can do. Okay, don't think, oh, well, I want to find a new job, but oh, I can't do it now. I don't have time. I don't have the skills. No. You say, okay, what do I need? How do I get that? Well, I need new skills. Where can I get new skills? I can do it on YouTube. I can do an online course. I can find a tutor. Focus on what you can do and then expand from that. Again, always stick to positive, assertive statements. And it's something that if you do it consciously on a regular basis, ask 2 questions. What do I want? How do I get it? What do I want? How do I get it? It becomes a pattern of thinking every time you meet a challenge. Instead of saying, oh my God, poor me, not again. Okay, I'm stuck now. Where do I want to go? What do I want? How do I get it? How do I get there? That keeps you moving. Those are action questions which will motivate your brain and will motivate your thinking into doing something about it, instead of just sitting there and saying, oh, why me? So that's pretty much it. And those 2 questions apply to pretty much anything in life. It goes from breakfast to finding a new career. What do I want for breakfast? What do I want? I want cornflakes. How do I get it? Oh, there's some in the cupboard. Oh, that's fine. So it can be very trivial, or it could be, what do I want? I want to become a rock star. How do I get it? Well, maybe I should start to learn to play the guitar properly. And you move from there. Again, very simple ways of doing it. But if you apply those 2 simple questions, and I use them with the vast majority of my clients to get them unstuck. I've also helped many friends when they were stuck in their either in a career move or relationship move. I just asked those 2 questions and just let them roll with it, and they were very surprised with the result. So 2 questions: what do I want? How do I get it? Simple yet powerful questions, and I invite you to use them whenever you're stuck. So that's all I'm gonna talk about today. So again, I know some of you are watching now live. I know some of you might be watching on replay. So if you do that, please let me know. Please leave some comments, maybe hashtag replay, to let me know you're watching me later on, thinking about me. It's always nice. Obviously, if you're on Facebook, you can like my Facebook page. You can like these videos. Please share it as well. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe as well and share everything. Please share the love. Here we are. Like, share, and subscribe, please, to just make this all this lives more useful and beneficial to all of your friends as well. So share the love, share the positivity. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.